I decided to get right into this video and show you the shorts I'm going to alter to make sleeves for this design I did. Now, I didn't leave any time to even tell you where I got these clothes because those shorts definitely weren't for me. For my college project, Ryder gave our college art department a task to broadcast to the world their wide range of clothes and shoes they have. I took it upon myself to challenge my skills and see if I could make clothes from what they already had. I've always wanted to try and make my own clothes, but I never had any inspiration, so this was like a perfect opportunity for me. So you cannot blame me if things get chaotic and disasters occur. But what is life without a few laughs and mistakes? I also didn't have Crystal, my superb mannequin, looming over me, so now that I have her, I have a place where I can actually pin clothes and see how it looks. Anyways, as you cannot see, because my phone is way too high, blame Crystal for being so tall, I'm trying to unseam the sewing, and by the gods, guess what I don't have? A seam ripper! So here I am using scissors. And I thought I managed to unseam half of the shorts to find out that I barely broke the seam. If you couldn't tell by my sudden awkward eye contact with you guys, I had given up for the day. Considering for the past 11 minutes I did absolutely no damage to the shorts, but the shorts damaged me. And in that moment, I decided to get a seam ripper tomorrow, so I could do this right for once. Whoa, different place, different angle, which means no Crystal, sad face. Unfortunately, I had to attend college because attendance matters, guys, when it shouldn't. Please send prayers to me being in a noisy place like this. Honestly, looking back at the footage made me realize how much there was, and I had an unbearable time going through it. But if you're seeing this video, I made it out of that minefield. Thank the gods. Rant over, I finally have a seam ripper. Gave myself a pat on the back for asking the teacher for it. I lie, I sent my friend to get it. But I was not about to go through the pain of unseaming that skirt. No, current me knows that it's a chore to unseam, and this whole day of work will teach past me. You go, Demi! I appreciate Ryder for giving the college an opportunity to work with them and promote them through our own artistic expertise. It is truly fascinating how large their collection of clothing is, and it is even more cherishing to realize the reason behind their charity. I keep getting whiplash from all the location changes. Anyways, here we are with the lovely butterfly top that took me a whole hour to unseam. No, I'm not angry at all. I'm just a little frustrated that I ended up wasting so much time. But at least I did it. I'm crying tears of joy now. Can I get a yippee? Now that that's been taken care of, I got my sleeves to do. I did the first one off camera because I already had an hour of footage and I was not ready to edit all that. I'm just a novice. Now these sleeves are so fluffy. I feel like Agnes from Despicable Me. I am absolutely in love with these sleeves. They are so comfy and it melts my heart. Now watch me for about 10 minutes trying to get my needle ready. Well, not 10 minutes for you guys, but it was for me. So, while we see me struggle with sewing together the sleeves, let's sit down, have a brew, and take a look into why Ryder came to be. You see, she was actually a person. And no, she isn't inside a house similar to Monster House. She helped a lot of people, and she was very kind. A caring humanitarian who wanted to relieve suffering for all. This charity shop named themselves for the purpose of honouring her name and sharing her aim. Their goal is to support people reaching the end of life, and also the carers who work beside them. They have many goals, and their shops are few but in varied places. Ryder sells clothes, shoes, and other various items, all in order to support people reaching the end of their lives. I'll link their website in the description. They're a lovely charity hoping to relieve people of their suffering and just make people happier as a whole. You can donate clothes to their shops if you have one next to you, or contribute by buying at their stores. Me and my friend were looking around, fascinated at the multitudes of clothing they had in store, and all for a really good price. We were so sad because we didn't bring our wallets, missed out on some awesome buys. Now, quick little transition to the shirt you saw for about 5 seconds. And you can't even see it clearly because the camera was blurry. I blame the technician because he gave me a low battery camera, which I think was why this was blurry. Don't worry, the last bit wasn't, because it was a fully charged battery. You see why I suspect it now? The camera angle did not change, neither did the settings. Okay, enough ranting for now. I'm adding grommets to the skirt. This gives me like a 90s or 2000s sort of vibe, and I'm here for it. I love that kind of style. If you can slay like any animal print, you deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Everything has gone wrong. I'm not even joking.
Don't show down bits in the photographs.
I had to make it look as if it was part of the style, you know? 3 innies, 2 outies. Quicker thinking for me though. Anyways, we'll just ignore the existential crisis. I got a grommet. There's plenty more breakdowns, I tell you. Be prepared. Day 4. Not really. Maybe I should put sections instead of days, but if this is being included in the script, I guess I just didn't change it. Don't mind the smileys, they're vibing with us on this section of the day. While I was at college, I made sure to hem the skirt because I wanted to prioritize my shirts at home so that Crystal could model it first. She is so helpful. Now, I never actually did the pockets because I managed to cut them up along with the skirt, but don't tell anyone, okay? I spent most of my time trying to do the most important stuff, and having 6 weeks to do everything is definitely not enough for a pro procrastinator like me. Nevertheless, I still managed to complete all this before the deadline. That's a miracle for me. My friends can even attest to this. Can you blame me though? Coursework in art and design is actually so much. I cry thinking about our next and last unit, the FMP. For those who don't know, and I absolutely am envious, it stands for the final major project, that decides your grade. Now excuse my little huff, I had realised I only did one side of hemming and it already took 10 minutes. College done, and another few hours of absolute dread as I decide to see if the butterfly shirt was a good choice. You can basically see what I'm doing, so how about we take a moment to relax with the music? Until I've stopped pinning and started to think about my choices in life. Does it look good? Is it too much white? Why are we still here? Just to suffer? I literally leave the frame for 40 seconds in real time, just wondering about it. I don't work with pastel or light colours, this just looked so wrong, and so I decided to see if another top would solve this bad vibe I got. I don't want my adorable sleeves to go to waste on a bad top. Cuddling Crystal for comfort before I go through another 10 seconds of nothing but questions. And in another 2 minutes, checking if the sleeves were the problem. How dare I blame the sleeves? They've done nothing wrong. Another day, another existential crisis and fails. This whole sewing machine did not want to work with me. And I was more insane by the second. I was so insane, I kept talking to myself. But I managed to actually get it to work. Finally! I have such a fear for sewing machines that I was overjoyed when I managed to sew the butterfly shirt. You'll see why I hate it later. Here's me absolutely dying. I may have used the sewing machine, but the way it had to be sewn, and then it also shows the fucking thread. I thought the black thread would be hidden, but no! On top of that, I had to sew the collar because of fear of breaking the machine. I was so done. But I still persevered and continued. Present me is fuming right now. I cut the holes out to mimic my design I had in mind. And then decided it would be best if it was cut short because of how flimsy it was. It would not stay well in place if it stayed that long. Ta-da! You can tell on my face I'm starting to lose all hope. How minute 2? Are you serious? That was the final straw, and I was done with it all. Trusting the process this time was not worth it. I spent 4 hours at home trying to get this stuff done, and it just didn't work out. Another breakdown was imminent. This shirt was not it, and now I was so lost on what to do. Obviously, this was not a day after my whole breakdown. I spent days procrastinating, sacrificing my beautiful sleeves, and finally, I chose the second top I was contemplating. I was so scared I would screw it up again, and not only the sleeves but the shirt would be ruined too. It's a lovely shirt! I managed to get it done, and I had many people even say it looked really nice. One of my friends wanted to have it because it was really cute. Now, the sewing didn't even take long. I was so happy. I finally found a place for my sleeves. It was time to also work on the last bit of my skirt too, the laces. It took me a while to actually start this because, you know, I'm a master of procrastinating. But I finally did one side, and bam! Great transition, I know. I'm such a smart cookie. Clothes were done, it was just time for the photo shoot.
Yep. It's always the fashion ones. Like the art ones, they go, so it didn't work. It didn't work, and you're gonna have to start again.
I mean,
Start from scratch.
my photo shoot was like very successful. Like, compositionally it was good. And I think I got a lot of good photos. I can't really take all the credit because I didn't do the photography. But I had a great time. It was chill. We spent nearly 2 hours doing it, but whatsoever. I had like a lot of favorites, like maybe like 13, but then again I also had 113 pictures to look through. But yeah, I was very confident in the photo shoot, even though I'm not a very confident person myself. I actually felt a little insecure about actually doing the photo shoot and just showing off what I created, because I'm very insecure about my creations. I always think they're not going to be good enough, and then I have to second guess and then third guess, and it's just a lot of overthinking. And it shouldn't be, it should just be like, I've got this, I can do this, and if it's good with you, it's good with you. It doesn't need to be like to everyone's taste. So I'm pretty proud. I'm pretty proud of what I did with the top and the skirt. It's not like I made them from scratch, but redesigning clothes and like having that creativity to be like, oh, I can make this into this, takes just the same amount of creativity as making a new one from scratch. Okay, I forgot to even say that these are like my favorite pictures. I only chose like 8 out of the 13 that I really liked, because I didn't want to like spam the end of my video, because I do have extra content too. I could do the bloopers in another video. It was actually really fun, like making this sort of video, and it was just nice to have the photo shoot done.